सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to special Vijayadashami session today. I welcome one and all to this special session titled Pranavadhyanam. I would like to bless you all for a wisdomful year ahead with more and more knowledge of Shastra. Let the Divine Mother Sri Lalita Parameshwari in the form of Sri Maha Saraswati shower all her grace on you for more and more learning. As we always say, knowledge is liberation. We need to collect knowledge from all the sources, from right sources, from the great gurus, wherever available and possible. We should collect knowledge and enrich our understanding. We always claim our human life is full of sorrows. I experience some happiness, but most of the time I feel dukkha. This may be the claim of many people, and there should be a reason for this. The question is, why do we suffer? You know, human beings are the highest evolved beings out of all species in this Mother Earth. Humanity is the highly evolved species with sixth sense, with reasoning knowledge, with discriminative knowledge. That is why we ask 6 questions, which are called as key of knowledge, keys of knowledge. What are they? 5 W's, 1 H. Why, where, when, what, who, how. Using these 6 keys of knowledge, we are reasoning out. We understand the whole universe is working under a logic. Reasoning is logic. Using this reasoning ability, man finds everything, and we name it as science. Why it happens, how it happens, when it happened, when all this started, who is behind this, from where all these energies are coming out, what is the reason? Like this, we develop more and more questions on earth, the nature, the life, and on the self. From time immemorial, all around the world, there are various attempts to find what is behind all this. Who is behind all this? What is God? Who is God? Where He is? All human beings are, of course, taking birth and dying in this Mother Earth. Why it happens? Why it should happen? Why I should get some happiness, and after some time, why I should get dukkha? This question may be the question of everyone. For that, the highest knowledge which is available all over the world is our Vedas. Vedas are the only source of knowledge which is incomparable, which gives answers to all human questions. It is beyond our perceptions. Vedas are answering our questions. So we take Vedas as pramana. What is pramana? Pramana means means of knowledge. Vedas are the pramanas. They are called as Shruti. Based on Shrutis, taking it as the right pramana, we lead our life. We understand our life. And there are smritis which are developed with the reference of Vedas. Using smritis, we understand our lives. We solve our problems. And we become the contributors to this universe. The question is, why do I suffer? Answer is karma. Karma means the results of our past actions, which are available now and influencing on us as the unseen results. It may be the result of a wrong action, or it may be a result of a right action. The results of right action is called punya, which will give happiness in this life, present life. The papa, which are the results of our wrong actions, will give sufferings. Now we have established the right reason on the basis of Vedas, Shastras, scriptures, that papa and punya are the reasons for our sufferings and happiness. When we are experiencing happiness, we don't ask any question. Why I am happy? Do we ask a question? We never ask a question, why I am happy. But when we start suffering, we ask the question, why do I suffer? Why I am suffering? The reason is papam. Now, this human attitude is always seeking security. This is the quiet instinct, nature of human brain. Even often we close our eyelids and open. Why? We want to protect our eyes. Like this, the nature has set a protective mode within us. This attitude induces us to find solution for our problem. And the source of solution is also available in Shastras. One of the solution is understanding that all that here is Ishvara. Everything is based on Ishvarasya Shrishtihi. Ishvara is the Jagat Karanam. The reason behind everything is Ishvara. Understanding this, we understand the good is also Ishvara, the bad is also Ishvara. And we submit ourselves to Ishvara with all submission, which we call as Sharanagatihi, submission. With that Bhakti Bhava, we submit ourselves and find a solution. Once the grace of Ishvara begins to shower on us, we feel blessed. The grace of Ishvara brings down our sufferings. Now, this may be the faith of all religion. This may be the faith of all religions, but as far as Sanatana Dharma is concerned, as far as the Vedic religion is concerned, God is not a faith. This should be loudly told to everyone in order to understand the true Vedic religion. Vedic religion never speaks about faith. You need not believe God. You may wonder. The God belief, faith on God, fear on God, all are not the Vedic principles. These thoughts are coming from other religions and influencing the modern people belonging to Sanatana Dharma. Faith, belief, fear of God is not told by our Shastras. Then what is told? Only thing required is you should understand what is God. Don't ask where is God. Understand what is God. That is why Pujya Swamiji told, don't ask who is God, where is God. Understand what is God. A very, very important message delivered by our Guru, Sri Pujya Swamiji. Understand. Only through knowledge you can understand who is Ishvara, what is Ishvara. Understanding is essential. Based on this, we need a content for our understanding. What is the content? Shastra reveals this. The revelation of Shastras are the contents. And we have explained about Bhakti. Bhakti is a solution for all our problems. For most of the people, Bhakti is the easiest solution. Submission. Reducing our selfishness. Doing prarthana. What is the result of prarthana? The punya pala. Because prarthana itself is a karma, puja itself is a karma, yajna itself is a karma, kshetradana, tirthadana, all are karma. Karma will produce result. This karma is punya karma, that will produce results. When punya karmas are more, this papa phalas will become less or neutralized. This papa phalas will get neutralized because we are increasing our punya phala. This is one way. The second way is, as I told earlier, seeing everything as Ishvara, doing our action is also Ishvara. It is the action done for Ishvara. So you do all your actions as Ishvararpanam. Accept the results as Ishvara Prasada. This is the solution number 2, which we call as Karma Yoga. Seeing karma as only karma will bring problems, will bring sorrows. Seeing karma as the karma of Ishvara for Ishvara and accepting the results as Ishvara Prasada is unselfish way of approaching karma. And this will bring punya phala. Again, this kind of approach will bring down the papa phala or neutralize the papa phala. Number 3, there is a higher way called Dhyana Yoga, meditation. Meditation is the higher way of reducing the results of wrong deeds. And now we are entering into today's topic, Dhyanam. What kind of Dhyanam? Dhyanam is a common word. May be understood as an action of mind, manasa vyaparaha. Dhyana is a manasa vyapara, meaning action of mind. Mind is always sankalpa vikalpatmikam manaha. Always it will be oscillating. The quite nature of mind is oscillating. That is why Manas is compared with monkey. As monkeys are jumping trees to trees, branches to branches, mind is also jumping here and there with sankalpa, likes, vikalpa, dislikes. This is the quite nature of mind. And it is also compared to the waves of ocean, which are always oscillating, jumping, moving here and there, going and coming, accepting, non-acceptance, acceptance, non-acceptance, accepting, not accepting. Like this manasa vyapara is giving trouble. So now we apply a solution with guided methods of dhyanam. This is oscillating like a pendulum. You stop that pendulum in one place, or try to stop in one place. That is called dhyanam. For bhakti, we use images of God, idols of God. The center of bhakti is image of Ishvara. Pratima. It is called Pratima. Or otherwise, you may use a symbol of Ishvara. That is called Pratika. So, Pratima, Pratika, or the center of attraction. For example, Sri Chakra or Mahameru is Pratika. Pratika worship is also comes under Bhakti Yoga. Then, the Samarpana Buddhi, the Sharanagati Buddhi are all the center. You are submitting yourself to Ishvara, that becomes the center of the whole play. You are concentrating on a particular pratika, that becomes the center of all the work. Now, for Dhyanam, Dhyana Yoga, what can I meditate upon? The image of God is gross. The pratikas like Linga Rupa or Sri Chakra or Shankha or some symbols of divine symbols, all are subtler images. Now we are going to the subtlest image, which is Shabda Pratika. What kind of Shabda we can take? The Shabda is nothing but Pranava, Omkara. Now we are going to meditate upon the Shabda Pratikam. Previously we were using Rupa Pratikam, forms. Now we are not going to use the forms, but now we are going to concentrate on Shabda Pratika. Omkara is a Shabda Pratika. Om is the Shabda. While explaining about Omkara, we should understand one thing. Omkara is the primordial sound, eternal sound, which is available in this universe without anybody creating. It is naturally available. It is naturally available. In Prakriti, the Shabda of Om is there. Nobody is creating. It is there in the universe. Why it happens? Let us think scientifically first. Gross level understanding. Why Shabda is coming? If there is a movement, Shabda will be produced. You know, there are materials like Surya Chandra, there are planets around this universe, among this universe, all around this prapancha. They are materials. They are not idle. They are all rotating. When this rotation happens, Shabda comes. You know, this creation is because of Ishvara. Ishvara is the Jagat Karanam. Everything what you see are moving as per the order of Ishvara. So everything is pre-programmed in a particular way, in a rhythmatic way. That is why Vedas praise Satyam Vadishyami, Ritam Vadishyami. Rhythm, everything is in a particular way of movement. This particular way of movement is Ishvara's order. And this movement is Anadi. When it started, when it will end, nobody knows. And we can call it as beginningless. The beginningless prapancha is also having a beginningless, endless Shabda, which is called Pranava. Pra is the Upasarga, Nava is the Pada. Nava means new, meaning ever new, because never born, never dies. So that ever new is Pranava. Nava. Omkara is otherwise called Pranava. Why it is Om? When we say about Om, people used to say, it is a single syllabled mantra. What do you call a syllable? A syllable is the combination of other letters. other sounds. One letter is the light form. A letter, a, e. They are all, when written, they are all expressing their light form. When they are pronounced, chanted, they are expressing their sound forms. And also they are called as akshara. What is akshara? Akshara means indestructible, cannot be destroyed, never gets destroyed. Aksharam. And if 2 and 3 or 4 aksharams are merging together to form a particular shabda, that is called syllable. And it is single syllable, but it has many letters. For example, in Omkara, you have akara, ukara, makara, nada, and bindu. 5 components are there. In pranava, in Omkara Shabda, you have 5 components, which can be compared to creation, protection, destruction, disappearance, and appearance. Panchakritya. In Lalita Sahasranama, we call Devi, we praise Devi as Panchakritya Parayani Namaha. Parayanaye Namaha. Panchakritya Parayanaye Namaha, we praise. Devi does 5 kinds of activities which are called Kritya. So they are represented in this letter, which is called in this syllable, which is called, Omkara cannot be called as a letter. Omkara is not an akshara. It is a compounded akshara. It is a samyukta aksharam. What are all the letters? Akara, akara, ukara, makara, nada, and bindu. 5 components are there. And leaving the nada and bindu, generally people used to say vyahruti. Vyahruti means parts. What are the parts? A, which represents creation. U, which represents protection. Ma, which represents, makara represents destruction. 3 vyahrutis are told clearly. These are all gross level. You can see, people have seen Omkara. Our sages, great sages, are praised as mantra drishtaha, one who has seen the mantra. When I tell this, you may wonder, mantras are shabda forms. Unless they are written, it is not possible to see. But mantra drishtaha means this darshana is not by the 5 sensory perceptions. It is based on their intuitive ability, inner vision, using the sharpened brain or buddhi. They have realized, even though I use the word realize, this may not be equivalent for darshana. That is why in India, in Vedic philosophy, the philosophies are called Shad Darshanas. Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Yoga, Mimamsa, Advaita, Vishishtadvaita, Dvaita are all called Darshanas. Why? They are the inner visions. In Western concept, philosophy is love for knowledge. Whereas in Vedic concept, Philosophy is darshana. Unless you have inner vision, you cannot understand why all these things are happening. So for that, we need chitta shuddhi. So we are having inner instruments, antahkaranaha. This antahkaranaha should be purified. What are they? Manas, buddhi, chitta, ahankara are to be purified. This chitta is having all the past life memories, vasanas, samskaras. Those samskaras are the biggest obstacle, voluminous obstacle for our progress in view of gaining self-knowledge. Atma bodhaha. What is Atma bodhaha? Knowledge of self. Self-knowledge is Atma bodhaha. For that, we are going to take a step. Before invoking Ishvara, we are going to cleanse the place, clean the place. Like that, we are going to purify our heart. For that, we are going to do a dhyanam, pranava dhyanam. So, in previous meditations, we were having an image of Devi or Guru or a picture of a deity or a pratika, pratima or pratika, rupa pratika, as alambanam. Alambanam means center of our focus. Now, our center of focus is going to be Pranavam, Omkara. And how to do this Pranava Dhyana and all we are going to study based on Upanishad expressions, Upanishad teachings. Because it is already told, why do you suffer for knowledge? When the knowledge is already there, why do you suffer? For example, you need not find what is E is equal to mc squared. Already it is done by somebody. So you study that, gain that knowledge, you go further. Like that, Shastras have spoken about Pranava Dhyanam. We have selected 3 text bases: the Nirupanam, Pramanam, means of knowledge. They are 3 Upanishads. Based on 3 Upanishads, we are going to study about Omkara. What are those Upanishads? 1 minor Upanishad and 2 major Upanishad. What is minor Upanishad? What is major Upanishad? Major Upanishads are 10 Upanishads, which are explained by Bhagavan Sri Shankara. Minor Upanishads are not taken for explanation by Bhagavan Shankara. So they are called minor Upanishads. And minor Upanishads are not the original sources. They collect information from various other Upanishads and they formulate certain expressions or explanations. So they are called minor Upanishads. This minor and major words were used by Western scholars. As far as the Vedic gurus, Mahatmas, they don't use minor or major words. For us, all are Upanishads. This Upanishad is called as Dhyana Bindu Upanishad. The first Upanishad, what we have taken is Dhyana Bindu Upanishad to gain some knowledge about Pranava, about Omkara. The second Upanishad, which we are going to deal with in future classes, will be tomorrow. Tomorrow's class, we are going to take Mandukya Upanishad. Thirdly, we are going to take Kathopanishad. So Dhyana Bindu Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Kathopanishad. Based on the facts told by these three Upanishads about Pranava, we are going to formulate a strong foundation for our Dhyanam and more understanding towards liberation, Muktihi, Jivan Muktihi, based on this knowledge. Now we are opening Dhyana Bindu Upanishad with Om Sahana Bhavatu. You can also chant. Seeing the board. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahe, Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All Vedas begin with the chanting of Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu. It started. We start this Upanishad with Pranava. To study about Pranava, we start with Pranava Om. All Vedic texts will begin with Omkara and end with Omkara. This is a procedure. May He protect us both together. May He nourish us both together. Both together means the teacher and the student. May we work conjointly with great energy, not with less energy. Be enthusiastic to learn with all energy. May our study be vigorous and effective, not lethargic, vigorous study and effective, because we are going to get the right knowledge. Effectively, you should put your effort. May we not mutually dispute, or may we not hate each other. Vidvishavahe. Here, ma vidvishavahe. Let us not hate each other. No vidveshana. No vidvesham. No hatredness between the teacher and student. If this hatredness or some discomfort is there with the teacher and student, in gross level or in subtle level, the teaching may not take place. The learning may not take place. That is why this Vedic mantra protects the teacher and the learner. With this prayer, opening prayer, we go to the first shloka of Dhyana Bindu Upanishad. I hope you will be able to see in the screen. Yadi shaila samam papam vistirnam bahuyojanam vidyate dhyana yogena nanyo bedah kadachana. Yadi means if. Shaila samam papam. If anybody has accumulated papam to the size of a mountain, shaila samam, size of the mountain papa, if anybody has accumulated, shaila samam papam vistirnam. In the opening talk, I told the reason for suffering is our past life papa. So if somebody has collected shaila samam papam, meaning mountain to the size of the mountain papa, which is extending, vistirnam, extending, bahuyojanam. Yojana is a measurement of distance, very long distance, which extends to very long distance, like Himachal Pradesh, Himachala, Mount Himachala, vidyate dhyana yogena. It can be neutralized. Don't worry, if you have mountain like papas accumulated, don't worry, it can be neutralized by what? Dhyana yogena. By Dhyana Yoga, that papas can be reduced. Even if sin should accumulate to a mountain extending over many yojanas, yojana is like kilometer, a Vedic measure of distance. It will be destroyed by Dhyana Yoga in no time. Kshana, within Kshana, in no time, this Dhyana will nullify, neutralize, remove the papas. What a wonderful assurance. The opening itself, this Upanishad is giving a wonderful sound, strong assurance. Don't worry. This is the Vedic style of expression. First of all, one should encourage the student, not to discourage. Don't worry if you have accumulated papa equivalent to mountain. It can be destroyed. It can be removed by Dhyana Yoga in no time, so that you learn Dhyana Yoga. It means, and also it says, na anyaha bedaha kadachana. Na anyaha bedaha kada. No other sources, no other methods are there. Nothing has been found as a destroyer of sins like this. This is the Maha Aushadam, Sarva Roga Nivarini. If you take this, if you have headache, it will go. If you have disease, it will go. If you have back pain, it will go. If you have confusion, it will go. If you have poverty, it will go. Whatever may be the kind of suffering, don't worry. This Dhyana Yoga, what we are going to teach as Pranava Dhyana, will remove your problem. Who will say? This Upanishad assures. What kind of assurance it is? Even though you have accumulated a mountain like papas and you are suffering, don't worry. If you learn Dhyana Yoga, that will neutralize all your sins. Bijaksharam param bindum nado tasyopari sthitam sashabdam cha akshare kshine nishabdam paramam padam. Second shloka. Bijaksharam param bindum nado tasyopari sthitam. Bijakshara is the supreme bindu. Now this title of this text is explained. I have taken 20 shlokas from this text. This text is very, very ancient text. Source are not known, but a short version which contains 23 shlokas are from Atharva Veda, and another version which is a long version which has 106 shlokas collected from Samaveda. So two Vedas claim the relationship with this particular Upanishad, so that this Upanishad is very important. Two Vedas are referring. We can get reference from two Vedas. One is Atharva Veda, the short version, 23 shlokas, which we are going to deal with, and another version which is a long version, 106 versions and more than that, that is belonging to Samaveda. Bijakshara, the seed letter. Bija Akshara. Bija means seed. Akshara is letter. Bijakshara is the supreme bindu. What bindu? Dhyana bindu. Bindu means the Bijakshara. I am going to tell you about a bindu which is called Bijakshara for meditation, that is called Dhyana bindu. What is bindu? The locus, the center for meditation is called bindu. In Sri Yantra, we see the bindu point in the middle, that is bindu. The locus, focus of our attention. Nada. Nada is above it. So nada and bindu are the spiritual sound nada, the seed letter bijakshara are explained. Bijaksharam param bindum nadaha tasya uparistitam. Tasyoparistitam. It exists along with that. If you see Omkara, you can see the nada expression and a bindu expression. The crest is nada, crescent like, and one bindu point is there. So it is explained in this second shloka. Bijakshara is the supreme bindu. Nada, the spiritual sound, is above it, upari, sa upari. When that nada ceases along with letter, then nada less is supreme state. This line is very difficult to understand, but they give in the beginning itself. Sa shabdam cha akshare kshine nishabdam paramam padam. Nishabdam paramam padam. What is this? This Upanishad begins with Omkara, which is Shabdam, but it appreciates Nishabdam. What is it? How is it? Nishabdam means silence. We thought we are going to meditate upon Shabda. This Upanishad declares you have to meditate upon Nishabdam Paramam Padam. Nishabdam Paramam Padam. Sashabdam cha akshare kshirne. Kshirne means when this Shabda is reduced or destroyed, then Nishabda Paramam Padam. Now, our intelligence is provoked. What is this Nishabda? Nishabdam. We will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.